Alright, BobalosRex here. In today's video, I got the notepad. Today's video is what to do first in 10.1.5. And I'm going to do this in sections like I've been doing the last couple of times. So, depending on what kind of player you are, this is what to do first. First off, if you want to be ready for new content, you probably want to log out right here, because you gotta talk to homeboy. But let's get into it. So, if you are a PvPer, first thing you do, complain about the game. Second thing, you can make a new warlock for PvP. Maybe try the story content if you want. But if all you do is PvP, there is nothing new. Class changes you have to deal with now. Or as far as I know, there's not much going on with PvP. So, there you go. Next up, moving on. Raiders, listen up. If you're Mythic Raiders, I would recommend going to unlock the Mega Dungeon. Well, you don't have to unlock it, but I'd recommend going to the Mega Dungeon. For pretty much all forms of raid, the Mega Dungeon is going to be good for you. For Mythic Raiders, it's going to give you a good amount of Aspect Crests. If you knock it out, get some nice rewards. So you can just head on over. Just form a group, head on in. It's open right away. If you want to get the quest for it, you can do the questing for it. Talk to Nor's Dormu, head over to Eon's Fringe, get some of that going. There you go. But if you just want to get in there, you can get in there. Get your Aspect Crest. Because the Myth track is out, so if you want to start upgrading that, that's what you can focus on if you're a Mythic Raider. If you're Heroic and Normal Raider, you definitely want to get into the Mega Dungeon, because it drops Heroic level gear on the Hero track. And that stuff is upgradable, and you get Aspect Crests, so you can bump it up. And I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty dang sure. Here. Let's look. This stuff is tier convertible. I'm pretty sure this converts to tier. Like 99% sure. I personally haven't tested it, but I haven't heard anyone complain about it not being. And that would be, like, main thing. So, that gear from the Mega Dungeon is good. If you're a Raider and you care about gearing, go straight on over to the Mega Dungeon, get that knocked out, get some gear. Mythic Plus, same thing. If you want Aspect Crests, Myth Gear, farm some Myth Gear, get some Aspect Crests. Mega Dungeon's good for that if you want something to mix it up. Alright. Now, for the majority of people, my people, casual solo players. Now, I'm not always casual solo, but that's what I used to be. So, what will those players want to do? Well, if you really love pets, and pets are your main thing, you want to grab this quest right here, Eggs in Abundance. This one will literally push into your face. You'll log in, you'll get this quest. Alright, and this has you go unlock the whelp daycare, get some pets, do some whelp stuff. If you love pets, that's going to be what you're going to do, alright? Head over to the Ruby Life pools. The Ruby Life Shrine. Alright? Now, what else? If you're not just into pets. Okay. If you're not just into pets, what you want to do is fly up here. Talk to Nor's Dormu, get the Eon's Fringe, and get those dailies started, because the dailies over at Eon's Fringe get you new rep with Sora Dormi, which can get you some new transmog. Here, I'll show one piece here. That's the wrong button. Here we go. As you can see, oh, that's the wrong. Right here, you got Sora Dormi, so that's the new rep over there at Eon's Fringe. You can work on that. Now, the other thing for solo players, if you care about transmog, care about mounts, care about stuff, is you want to head here. Look, right in the middle of Valdrakken. It's just above my face. This little horn here now, you may remember this. Researchers Under Fire. It's kind of like that, but it's in Valdrakken. Now, I won't have a full video on time rifts until they're out all the way. But yeah, if you care about transmog, if you care about the solo content, and you want to get started on time rifts, this is the location. You want to head over here. Alright, so grab that quest from there. Like I said, you still want to be logged out in Valdrakken so you can grab the Norse Dormu quest. But then you want to head right over here and get started on the time rifts if they're up. If there's no time rifts up, go do the Eon Fringe stuff. Do your daily. Then when the time rift's up, come back, start farming. Alright, get some transmog, get some loot. I am going to go over everything on these vendors in a video later this week. Monday, I think, is the day. So prepare for that. Now, that pretty much covers the main type of players, but now there's some niche stuff that I want to talk about. If you're an augmentation evoker, or if you want to be an augmentation evoker, you log in, you go to your specialization, and you click augmentation. And there you go. You're set. Have fun. Have a good day. You're an augmentation evoker now. First thing you do if you're an augmentation, gonna be an augmentation evoker, is switch. Boom. And then there's a nice little quest that will pop up that will send you to the Forbidden Reach. If you want to do that, get a little lore, get a little feel for augmentation, because you'll do a little fighting so you can practice a little bit. So there's that. Now, special shout out if you're a Windwalker or you're a class that uses the Amulet. First thing you gotta do, get a new ring. Get some new rings, because they are nerfed. Aranog ring, nerfed. Get a new ring. First thing you do, get a new ring. Alright? Now, for the final group of people, listen up. Gold makers. You want to know what the first thing you need to do is? One, you can do all this stuff that I talked about. Or, you start farming those old mats for the Nax gear. So, say you're a gold maker and you want to be the first on the scene, I would say drag yourself over to Skullomance, and I don't know if they're going to try to put the Nax thing here or put it here. Okay? So for Nax, you may want to wait for the news, or you can start farming the materials. Alright? And that's pretty much it. I'll recap real quick. PvPers, complain, you got nothing. Maybe make a Warlock, and there's some class changes. Or try the PvE stuff. Alright? Raiders, Mega Dungeon. M+ players, Mega Dungeon. Casual solo players, Time Rifts, Eon Fringe. Or Whale. Pet battlers, Welt Daycare. Ogvokers, become your true self. Windwalkers and friends, get new rings. And gold makers, figure out the next clue, farm mats to sell, or do whatever else you want. Because at the end of the day, that's what you get to decide what you do first, not me. But thank you for watching as always. This video, I'm not going to do all the outro stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.